I know I was supposed to do this months ago, but life happens. Hi everyone, author Brendalyn here, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is author Brendalyn. I am a Canadian author of children's books and an upcoming Christian fantasy novel. Today's video will be our last video of our How to Publish series. So I did a pre-pub, a present pub, and this is the post-pub video. I know I was supposed to do this months ago, but life happens. I'm a teacher, so I don't always get the time to have time to myself, if you get what I mean. So I finally am able to do this video. I am now on my vacation as it's summertime, and I can finally do this video. So let's get to it. But before we do that, if you don't want to miss any other videos that I will be posting on my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so that you don't miss the videos that will be coming up. Okay, now we can start. What makes me feel confident enough to be sharing my experience with you? Well, I've actually published books already. So this book right here is Go to Sleep Little Peep, which is my first book. I'll say I published 2 of those because this is the English version and here is the sticky note was there. This is the French version right here. And my second book is A Lonely Hoot right there. I was able to publish that in paperback as well as hardcover. I have a French version too, which is available on Amazon, but I don't have a physical copy with me yet, as I have new books coming up. I also have a secret book that I did for my students that's also on the way. But that has nothing to do with this right now. I am just explaining that I have experience with children's books already, and I have done things after I've published my books. So I'm not a total expert, but I have experience enough to share my advice and my tips with you so that you can also have an avenue to follow with, so that you also have something to do after your book is published. To make this simple for you, just so you have a couple of things to do, I am going to be sharing 5 things you can do after your book has been published. 5 things I will be sharing with you guys today will be interviews, author visits, read-alouds, book events, as well as partnerships with bookstores. So those are the 5 I will be talking about in this video, and if you're hoping to learn more, at the end of the video I'll be sharing my website link with you so that you can go to a specific spot so you can become a member and find out the rest of the things that I will be sharing. I'll probably also write a blog about it, so you'll definitely want to read it. Knowing more about you as well as your book is a great way to introduce yourself to the book community. It is a great way to also let readers know more about the author so that they are interested in the author as well as knowing more about the books they write. When you have an interview, you get the chance to sometimes read a snippet about your book and also share other places where you can get other people to read your books. So maybe your website or your Instagram account. It's a great way to let people know who is the one behind writing the book, kind of thing. And it's a great way to, slowly introduce yourself and feel comfortable to really say that you are an author. I remember when I had my first interview, it was really nerve-wracking, but so fulfilling at the same time. Just getting to, answer questions and reflect on my journey of what really pushed me to be an author and what are the things I love about it and what are the things I've learned or things I'd like to give or share to readers. And it's just a really great experience. So having an interview would be a great thing to start with. Most visits for the past few months have been virtual visits where you go into a event or a classroom and you read your book to a group of people who are actually interested in your book. Author visits can also be done through schools where, a teacher or someone who works in early childhood is interested in having an author visit the class, and the kids actually get to see the author of the book they read in class. And that's such a great connection to make. So having an author visit is also a great way to introduce yourself to a group of people who are really interested in your book, or small little youngsters who are so eager to ask questions to the one who wrote the book that they read in class. So I have done actually a couple of virtual ones, especially with COVID and everything. I've read with some students from teacher colleagues that I know. I've read it to my own students. I even read it to a class all the way in the UK. And it's just really great to hear the questions that the little ones have. It's a great way to really see how intrigued they are and how connected they are to the books you write. So I would really recommend that you do a virtual visit, especially when it comes to students or a young group, just so that you can see how pure and innocent and so intriguing everything is to them. You have an option to do a read aloud as a video and maybe post it on YouTube, but a cool way to do a read aloud is to actually make it as a story on your Instagram. So while you're reading your story and you are live, people can actually join and see you read your book live. Mind you, you are going to announce that you're going to do this live ahead of time so that you can have a better turnout. So reading your book live is a great way to interact with people in the moment. And it is a great way to also get new readers. There are parents there hoping to get an insight of your book before they read it to their kids. Or that will be a great time for parents or guardians to have their kids be there with them during your live. So having a live will generate traffic, and also you will have a bigger opportunity to have potential readers for your book. I am so hoping to have a book event one day. I haven't done this yet, and let me just tell you what it's about. So a book event is where you are doing kind of like a farmer's market type of thing, or you are partnering with someone where you have a whole stand full of your books, your author signs behind you, you're ready to sign books, have autographs and everything like that. And it's a great time where you're actually there physically with your books, and you are there looking to have other readers. And it's a great time for people to come face to face with you and ask you questions and how it is to be an author, what was the process, what other books, where can you get them, and actually make sales at the spot. So I'm really hoping to do that sometime this summer. I'm not too sure how I'm going to go about it, but that is one of my biggest goals this summer. So I'm hoping to do that. And I might just go to a couple of farmers markets. There are a couple around my neighborhood anyways. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I have books coming on the way. I have a bunch of books. I have a box here, a box behind me right there. And I have another, probably 2 boxes coming, because I'm having like 40 books on one side coming for one specific book. And I have maybe another like 30 books coming again. So it's going to be full in my office because it's my room. But hey, with all those books that I have with me, that will be a great way to do my book event. And I'm sure that will be a great way to do that for yourself too. Partnering with a bookstore. So there are many ways you can do this actually. You can go to the bookstore yourself, show them your book and have it handy with you for sure. And just share that you are a self-published author, a traditional publisher, and you're hoping to get the books in their bookstore. You can look at bookstores like Indigo and Chapters. Those are popular ones. You can also go and look for local bookstores that actually support local authors around their city. So that would be one way you can do it. You can also email them and write to them a nice email, especially, making it look very professional, and sharing with them that you would really like to work with them so that you can get your books in their bookstores. Mind you, they will definitely want to get some type of discount. So if you use Ingram Spark, I believe the retail discount is there. And then they can get more books from you through Ingram Spark if you're using that, so that they can put those books in their bookstores for customers. So that is a great way to do that too. you can also try working with libraries and asking them if they can actually have your book at the library. A great way to do that, and I know here where I am in Edmonton, what you could do is you would recommend a book for the library to get. And usually when you recommend a book to the library, they usually get it. So maybe if you have a mom or a dad or a sister or a good friend who wants to help you out, they can recommend your book to the library, and the library gets that book. Well, you have your book in the library now. So that's a little bit of what you can do if you are looking to partner with a bookstore or maybe a library. And this is probably, for me, one of the hardest things to do, because while you're making your book, like when you start in the beginning, you're trying to get all your ideas out. It's a difficult process, true. Actually figuring out how to find an illustrator, get your manuscript ready, put it on Ingram Spark or KDP, actually get it published, getting books to yourself. Yeah, it's also hard too, or difficult because of all the processes that go with it, yes. But once you're done, as a self-publishing author, I found this part to be a little bit more difficult than the rest, just because I had a lot of now what type of moments. And so this is the part where you really are going to have to use a lot of your energy and be really dedicated and motivated. Especially when your book is pretty new, this is the time when you want to share it with your family, share it with your friends, your co-workers, tell your neighbors about it. When you go to a store, make sure that you have some business cards with you or a little post card that you can leave in other places so that people know about your book. It is not going to be beneficial for you to wait months before you start promoting your book. Anyways, you were probably promoting your book before it came out, letting people know about little updates or little sneak peeks. And it's even more important that if you start hard, you end with a bang and you don't let it dwindle and lose interest of potential readers. So that's a little tip that I will give you guys to just make sure that you don't lose hope. It's not going to be easy. This process, being a self-published author or an author in general, is not easy, but it is so worth it when you see like your hard work paid off. And if I can do it with all the things I had to do, tutoring, working full-time as a teacher, helping out with my family, doing volunteer, and I was able to publish all my books, I think you can do it. You've got this. That's the end of the How to Publish a Book series. You can always go back to my channel and make sure you look through all the videos I did so that you can know exactly what you need to do. If you're looking for more of a guidance, I'm also a book coach. So you can also contact me and I can help you with two paths. One path is that I help you publish your book, and you can use a publishing company, which is my publishing company, Rise Joy Press, if you're just looking to get your book in the market. And the other path is where I help you make your own business, and you will create your own publishing company so that you can get your book in the market as well, but also have a self-publishing business of your own. So if you're looking to have that with me, I will also link in the description the link so that you can get a free consultation time with me so that we can discuss what best works for you so that you can get your book out there. And yeah, so that's it. Those are all the things that I had to share with. I'm so glad I finally got the time to finish this series. And it's been a pleasure to share my experience with you guys on what you need to do pre, present, and post for how to publish your book. And if you guys ever need me and you want to connect with me, please make sure to find me on Instagram, which will be at authorbrendolynma. Please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any other videos, because I have a bunch of things that are coming out. I'm actually going to be changing up my room completely, and I'm going to vlog the whole thing. So if you don't want to miss that out, you're going to have to make sure you hit that bell notification so that you don't miss that. And if you are looking to find other resources and tips and other videos and free resources, you're going to have to also check out my website, become a member so that you can have access to all those things I have for you. Well, if that's all I have to say, I'm gonna have to see you real soon, and I will catch you around, basically. I'm just ending this really awkwardly, but yeah. So like I always say, God bless and take care. Bye.